Sorry guys, my bra does not fit right. Gotta make some adjustments. Okay. Maybe no one's gonna show up. Oh, who am I kidding? Of course they're gonna show up. I think I'm on time. I am not liking these earrings. Like, they flip the other way. You can't see what they are. I do not recommend getting them. Alright, well, no one. Hi everyone, it's just you and I. And a lurker. Hi Kelly. Now it's you, me, and the mods. Oh my goodness. Okay. Hi. Alright, we have 2 people and 10 people not saying anything. So this is interesting. I'm pretty sure, let's see, we have 6 thumbs up. Thank you. I appreciate that. All right, yeah, I guess we're gonna give it 5 minutes per usual. And all right, we have 17, but 3 people in the chat. Somehow, I wonder if, I mean, I did put up my whatchamacallit, my short early. I just didn't post it in the community tab. So we'll see what's going on. I know, exactly. It's like Tweedledum. I know. I'm like, okay. Hi, Kayla. Okay, so we have the mods. This is bizarre. Unless we didn't get thrown into the algorithm. Hi, Rachel. Hi, Rachel. How are you? All right, let's see if we get some more people. I don't know what's going on. This is going like really slow. All right, we have 16 thumbs up. At least they're thumbing it up. That's good. Thank you, Raquel. All right, so all the mods. I think we're missing. Are we missing any mods? Kimberly. There's Kimberly. Is that Kimberly? All right, so we have 42, and I see my mods are in. Yeah, I'm gonna see why. All right, all right. So all the mods are in the chat. Let's see what is going on with the chat. No. Let's see. Let me try and fix the chat. Maybe it's the chat because we've never had this type of issue. And no. This is bizarre, you guys. All right, if you're not a mod, hi Samantha. Okay, because usually we have a lot more people coming in by now, and our chat, there wasn't any notification. Of course not. Thank you. You've got to love. You have to love YouTube. You really do. They don't. Thanks YouTube. Um, yeah. All right, we're going on 5 minutes. All right, we're up to 63. I just want to make sure that everybody, if you can, put a message because I want to make sure like it's not set on some weird setting because YouTube has been acting very bizarro. I know it'll pick up, but the chat is usually going really quickly, even at 66 people, and that's where I'm like, what is going on? And it's really, really slow tonight, so I don't know if people are in a bad mood or what. Um, love the hair. Thank you. What's wrong with Kayla? All right. Automatic. That's weird. All right, nope, everything's good. I mean, it looks like live chat on. Anyone can participate. There's no message delay. So we're good. All right, what's going on? Hi, Mark. All right, what's going on with Kayla's mom? Talk to me. Let's see. Okay. All right, we're at the 6 minute mark. Oh, I'm sorry, Kayla. I'm so sorry. Oh, Mark, I hope your mom gets better. I'm sorry if I look like a hot mess. I swear, sliding is not doing me any favors either. Um, yeah, I hope she feels better soon as well. Let me turn like this lighting is not flattering at all. Um, Sending air hugs. Yes, definitely. Definitely, definitely. Okay, you guys, we've got 85 people, so let's start slamming the thumbs up. And let's see. All right. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's because I'm upstairs. It's going slow. Yes, that is so true, Rachel. Like it was 70 something and then it's going to be in the 50s on the weekend. So it's super crazy. Um yeah, the it is wild. Okay. So these are super cute and I got them at Dollar General for $10, but they're dangerous. Um like they're really wide, which is great. Hi. They're really wide, which is great, okay? Because of me and my Fred Flintstone and my broken toe from Broken Arrow era that I'm in right now. But they're so wide that like my foot is there's just no support. I mean, not that I expected like, some type of big time support. But I'm just saying, like people see like a grip, and if you want to give these, to someone that maybe is already having issues like with their gait, um, and or you think, it'd be fun to give like to an older aunt or something, I'm telling you, no. Like seriously, I mean, I think I would wear these downstairs. I mean, I literally just took the tags off and was just, chunk line around the upstairs, and I was like, OMG. Um, Definitely, you know, get the right size. Maybe they're too big, I don't know, but size down. Which is weird because at Five Below, you have to size up. And I guess I was just thinking it was the same thing. But yeah, I mean, they're cute. Just be careful. So I just kind of wanted to throw that out there because I know we have like people that like love this stuff. Be careful. All right, this fan is bugging me, so hold on, okay? I am gonna move the fan and then we'll start talking. Well, I'm already talking, but all right, yeah, fan's bugging me. Okay, so um, we're having to pack up the house, which isn't that bad because we don't have a lot of furniture. But I just feel like, again, in under a year, here we are packing. You know what I mean? And it's just like I'm so done. Like I am over this. I am so over packing and just unpacking, and then it's just it's constant. And they wanted to start today, and I was like, excuse me? Yeah, we're not starting today. So we worked out a day, and I mean, I really feel like this has been my life since the end of 20, since like September 2024, where we're just, I mean, obviously this is our home, so let's get that out. Let's get that straight. And as I look, you know what I mean? But it just feels like I'm always on the go. Whether I'm going on vacation or, you know, just the whole idea is like we never thought we were gonna paint the whole house like all at once because it's such a big house. I mean, and now that we're doing it, there's just so much work to be done, and I want to do it now rather than later, because if we start furnishing everything, that's just even more work, and we don't have a lot of furniture as it is, and it's still a buttload of work. So I'm gonna vlog it, but we're also gonna do some stuff tonight because while I'm live, I mean, okay, so what's going on is I have a bad fitting bra. Ugh, sorry, Mark. Um, and it's a push-up bra too, so I'm feeling cute. But anyways, okay, that's not the point. Okay, when you have little boobs and you get a little something something, you think you're cute. Like what's up? Yeah. But okay, enough bra talk. So we're in the bedroom because bon chicka bon bon. No, not that. Because we need to pack. Period. End of story. Tomorrow, I had to hire a moving company, and we do. Okay, well, first, okay. So, Mark, Mark's, yeah, you guys, I'm so sorry. I should have put on a bra because, if you've been with me, I always say I'm wearing the wrong bra. Like, we can be in the middle of Home Goods, and I'll be like, OMG, I gotta fix my bra. That's just something that happens. Okay, so we're in here because tomorrow at noon, and like I said, I'm gonna be vlogging this whole entire um, situation. I want you guys to see the before and after. Um, and as I look at like my baseboards and like my doorways, I'm like, all of that is gonna be painted. So I'm very happy on one hand, but on the other, it is daunting. And again, here we go with packing. So the movers are gonna come, like I said, at noon tomorrow. And they're gonna do the master bedroom. Because everything needs to be 3 feet to the center of the room. And this bedroom furniture is, you know, it's very, very, very heavy. I cannot stress that enough. It is very, very heavy. So I found some furniture movers that, they're gonna put the furniture blankets, they're gonna shrink wrap it, and then also our bed, which I'll show you right now, um, it's on a platform and it's a king size. So they're gonna disassemble that, and yeah. I'm just like, I'm looking around everywhere, and I still have the tree. Obviously, like the tree cannot be in here. Um, that has to come down. And it was kind of embarrassing when the guy was like doing, working up the estimate, and he's like, do you want the room with all the Christmas trees in it painted too? And I was like, oh, these are not Christmas trees. They're holiday trees. Holiday. I mean, that's not a Christmas tree. That's going to turn into red, white, and blue. And I was like, yes, yes, please get, yes, the room with all the Christmas trees. Yes, we want that painted too, you know? I know, right? Exactly. I should, seriously. But the weather is crazy here in Oklahoma. It's but bonkers. Okay, I was driving home. When I put the reel up, I had just finished shooting Walmart for you all. And I looked and it was like 73 degrees. Okay, it's been beautiful. Come this weekend, we're dropping back down to the 50s. And this happens all the time, okay? Like stuff that has never happened to me. Like, for example, I was talking to Caroline, and I've never had, like where like the bed of your nail, like the bed of the skin pulls away from your nail. I've never had that happen because my hands are dry. Because like I wash my hands constantly because I'm out in stores touching stuff and using hand sanitizer. I've never had to buy cuticle oil before in my entire life. And I bought cuticle oil for the first time this week because it hurt so bad. I've never had the bed pull away from the nail. And they're fake nails, you know? I mean, not press-ons. I mean, I'm not that fancy. But, you know, I've never have had my hands where they need cuticle serum. It's a whole different ball game out here. Totally different. Um, yeah, it hurts so bad. And like, you use your thumb a lot, right? And so it's constantly pulling. And that has to do with the weird weather. And then like also your lips, they're dry. It is totally, totally bizarre. So let me drink some water really quick. So I'm starting to like get nervous and sorry. So we nailed down a day when the day they're gonna start. And now we have to move into an Airbnb. And the guy that came out to give us an estimate, he didn't meet Fancy, but he saw her. And he was like, why don't you just put her in a crate in the garage? And we were like, in the dark? Like, I mean, number one, like, we don't even have a crate. And number two, hypothetically, okay, if she was to somehow get out of that crate, which I'm not a betting woman, but she could get out of a crate, okay? And they thought they were safe and they were going to go through the garage and open up that door, then they're going to be in for a big surprise. And it's not going to be a good one. It's not going to be cuddles and licks. And that's just not good for anyone. And so, we don't want to be liable and we don't want anything to happen to Fancy. And she's not going in a crate in the garage, for God's sakes. I mean, good grief. So I originally see. Hi, Kelly. Um, yeah, I don't want her in a crate. So no, no one's like, she's not going in a crate, okay? So finding an Airbnb in our area has not been the easiest because we have to have certain criteria, meaning pet friendly, washer, dryer, and also the yard needs to be enclosed. And it needs to be enclosed where she can't jump the fence. So all of that stuff, like you start putting in all those filters and it starts narrowing down your your options. And I mean, I found a place and I'm still going to keep looking because we do have like free cancellation. So I'm still going to keep looking and so forth because I really did not want to spend that much money on, an Airbnb and so forth. But it just it stinks. It's it totally stinks. There is a doggy daycare, but the thing is though is between doggy daycare and still having to get a hotel, it would be like almost the same as just getting the Airbnb because um we have to pay for private play. Like she can't just go play with the rest of the dogs. And she would have to get there every single day somehow, some way, and then be picked up. So, we want to be close enough to our home where we can check in, make sure everything's going well, and pick up, our mail and see how it's going. I mean, they're literally, I cannot express this enough. They're painting every single inch of our home. Doors, baseboards, trim. I mean, it's all getting done. So we want to be close, to be able to see what's going on. And I'm so excited about the fact that my spindles are getting painted. I mean, not like I have a gorgeous banister, but still, it's gonna be nice to have like freshly painted spindles. Um, it is expensive. The pet hotels are expensive. Um, so we're just yeah, I am like I'm so over the whole moving thing. And then like I think what's different this time around is, you know, like this is our home. We don't want to leave our home for 2 weeks. Like the condo, I was already checked out. Like mentally, I had checked out of the condo, you know, 4 years before we moved, which is why, you know, I just I had I had mentally checked out of the condo. I knew that that was not. I mean, I don't want to sound ungrateful because that was our home for a long time, but it's just not the same as this home. Like I was happy to go to the Airbnb when all that stuff happened to the condo. Now it's a whole different feeling. I don't want to leave our home. Like this stinks. you know? Like this is not cool. I don't want to leave our home. Like this is our home. I love my home. I love my kitchen. I love my front yard. I love my home. It's not the same feeling as like when we left the condo. So it's just not fun. Yeah, it really is the best option, and Yeah, I mean, honestly, and that is so very true, Kelly, because like right now I'm looking, like at the baseboards, and granted, I mean, we could hire someone to clean them, but the fact is that they're going to be painted, and that's really what I want. So, like I mean, we have to take down not that we have like any artwork, but um, all the Christmas wall decor had to come down. I think I think I have one Christmas decor piece above the jacuzzi tub, and that was just for me. I didn't even show it in the Christmas tour, but I'm gonna take that down, and just like a lot of stuff. Are you doing the same color? No, 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 no. But I'm gonna leave. Like, no, 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 no. We're not doing the same color. No, I cannot stand this color. Um, and put it this way, like I just can't. I think it's gonna make the house look even bigger, and it's just gonna feel so fresh and so clean. So that's gonna be awesome. Hot pink. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna be doing is hot pink. All right, so we did find Airbnb, one that will accept fancy. I did not sleep at all last night, and yesterday I think I loaded up. I dropped the videos about 8:30 Central Time, and that's what time I pulled out of the Marshalls parking lot. So last night was a really long night. I was out for like 8 hours and so forth. So this is the room that we're concentrating on right now. So let me turn you guys around because watch. All right, so we need to get all of this stuff. Hold on. Let me push you guys back. All right, so I need to get all of this stuff off the bed, and that's the headboard, okay? Just in case. There. So, because they're going to be coming and doing this room tomorrow. And I've had, you guys see me? All right, yeah, I haven't had any time. Like, these are the Christmas pillows. This is like the Christmas bedding. So it needs to come off. And I'm just going to put, my hands are clean. Okay, I'll just put the decorative pillows in this bag. And we're going to be going to the storage unit this weekend. Because all the Christmas stuff needs to get out of this house. All right, I'm walking by. Sorry. And hopefully they'll be done by like 2 o'clock. Oh, well, that's interesting. I forgot about this dumb little, you guys see me at all? All right, I forgot. You guys remember when I bought this and I didn't like it? I totally forgot about it. I totally forgot about it. That is so weird. I don't know if you guys can see it. Hold on. Let me turn on the light behind you. Maybe. All right. I totally forgot about this. I knew I had bought something. Oh, I can use it for a blanket. I mean, it's clean. All right. So I figured if I'm gonna go live, I might as well get stuff done. And like I said, this is the first room that they're gonna be attacking. And this is all like this is all new. It has not been slept on. So it's not like I'm packing away dirty stuff. But I don't think they want to walk in and, see a bed full of Christmas stuff. All right, let's see. So, anyways, that's the craziness that's been going on here. Let me move you guys closer so I can see what you guys are saying. All right. You're welcome, Raquel. Okay. Yeah, you guys, let's get the thumbs up. I don't know. Let me see. Christmas. I know. That's because it hasn't been touched since Christmas. So, I mean, trust me, it's been like bizarre, like, people coming over and everything's still ready for Christmas. All right. Yeah, I mean, I gotta get, there's just, I mean, there's so much to do, and I just went, oh, yeah, I mean, this is actually the Christmas stuff, so there you go. And it's just been like a wild, wild, wild week. So, like I said, I figured if I was gonna go live, you guys could hang out with me, because it does make it more fun for me to chat with you guys while I'm doing this stuff. But I think it should be pretty easy for them, because there's, it's just the furniture in the room, and that's it. All right, let's see. So, I need to get all the stuff out. Sorry, you guys, like I need a massage. Okay, so I get all the stuff out of the closets, which is a lot of decor following Easter. We gotta get rid of, we have to put those pillows away. This is just, but once we get this room has the most furniture, and so does the sectional. Hi, Caroline. Can you guys, yes, we can see you. Why? Let's see. Yeah, we can totally see you. Saw you when you came back up, when you first came in. And that's also why, like, I mean, there's stuff that I wanted to buy, and I do have a haul, but I do have a haul. But I don't want to be bringing in any more stuff into our home. We got to get rid of it. I like that. Open my balance. All right, I will. Let me at least get the bed. Let me at least get this one. All right. Okay. All right, this bag is full of the pillows. Hold on. Let's see. Hi. Oh, happy birthday. Happy birthday. All right, I'll get the Valentine's Day present right now. Just let me start putting these pillows away, because like I said, the less I have to do tomorrow, like, the better for me. And also, I'm going to want easy access to our pillows. I don't ever want to pack again. I'm so over it. Oh, and it's so hot that we have the central air on, by the way. Central air just kicked on. All right. So, now watch. Let's see. Happy birthday. Yeah, happy birthday. All right. So, let me get. All right. They're going to have to paint all. Well, watch. I'll show you guys. I can kind of lay down a little bit too. All right. Look at, they got to paint all of that. And that's just the master. This is just the master. This is our, oh, there's 2 vents in here. I didn't even know that. So that's going to be a lot of work. All right. I have the comforter left. Yeah, we have massively tall ceilings. I didn't even realize we had 2 vents. This thing weighs a ton, and so does that. So everything. But see, we're almost done stripping the bed, which is awesome because because then they'll be ready to come in and start disassembling everything. Yeah, so it's going to be really, I mean, this is just, and that bed weighs a ton, by the way. So, and I don't even know, I don't know, the mirror will probably go in the garage. We're just going to have to wrap it and so forth. But yeah, I mean, I can't wait for the whole thing to be, you know, for it all to be done. All right, I'm going to get Caroline's Valentini gifts, and we'll go into a different room. All right, I really want to finish this room, though. I know, whistle while I work. Yeah, it's so much fun. Okay. Let's see. All of this is clean bedding. It's never been slept in. All right. And then I got to get this tree out of here, too. Eesh. All kinds of fun stuff is going on here. Okay, where am I taking you guys? Excuse me. I knew I was going to need more bags. Darn it. And all of this is going to be painted. And then they're going to have fun having to paint all that molding. Yep. I'm like, it's going to, yeah, I mean, it's going to take a while. All right. The reading nook is, those are just felt, like the reading nook is ready, but we can put more stuff in the middle because it just needs to be 3 feet away. But this is pretty much ready. And then we're going to get our linen. I mean, I got to empty out the linen closet. They're gonna do the shelves. They're gonna do the door, everything. So I mean, I got to empty out all of this as well. All right, we have not been in the quarters for a hot minute. All right, I'm gonna put you guys down, and I'm gonna go get my table, and then I'm gonna get. Oh, we'll wait till you guys see what else I have to do. Okay, we need to wrap those babies up, and then look. All of this needs to be emptied. So, and I gotta disassemble this tree. One, two, three, four trees I have to disassemble. Yeah, I mean, there's no way anyone's getting up and doing that. Like, that foyer, I mean, you saw the ceilings in the master bedroom and in the foyer. Those are insane ceilings. All right, hold on. I gotta get you guys. Here, I'll give you guys something really cute to look at. Ta-da! You guys can look at Cabbage Patch Kids. These are cutie patooties. There you go. I will be right back. Admire, admire, love it, admire. All right. I'm coming, you guys. Hold on. Jesus, what is this? All right, I'm back. Ugh. So we got to deal with that. All right, hold on. Okay. And the lighting stinks in here. But that's okay. All right, why is it like we're in a fog? Better? I guess. Okay. What is Mark saying? Ugh. All right. All right, you're really gonna have to help me with this because I'm confused. There's like baskets, and then I don't even know what I'm doing. You guys, I don't even know, like. I mean, I know like once it's all done, you know, it's gonna be nice. Just literally a week. A week. Okay. I just want to run and hide underneath my bed with some snacky snacks and some crime. I don't. Oh my gosh, you guys. All right, Caroline, what am I doing? I'm really like. Let's see. Hi, Debbie. Ooh, okay. So, all right. You sent me these baskets, right, Caroline? Yeesh. Okay. All right. Caroline just said just open them, so I'm like, okay, I guess so. Thank you, Caroline. Let's see. Ooh, little cute sachet. Let's see. All right, hold on, you guys. Oh, I love that. This is cool. Can you guys see that? No, the glare. All right, hold on. All right, I'm gonna hold it up. It's half of a heart. Can you guys see what it says? All right, I have to let me put it down for a minute. I have to show you guys. Can you guys see it? What it says? All right, it says best witches, but put a B in front of it. Yes, okay? It's very special. Oh my god, I love it. So obviously I have one. Okay. Love that. Of course I love that. Oh, Caroline. Now I feel bad. All right, hold on. Okay, hold on. It says crystal and gold. Let's see. I know. Besties are bad. Exactly. Exactly. All right. And this is when having long nails is so useless. I kid you not. Or it's glued in there. All right, I'm gonna have to open the. I don't want to open the. Yeah, I have to open up the envelope, Caroline. I cannot get this out. All right, got it. Okay. Oh, thank you. And she made it. Okay, I was not reading the inside. That's private, but it's beautiful. Thank you. And I'm sorry I had to like open up. Had to rip open the. It was not coming out. Okay. Let's see. Um. Oh, okay. I know. Like, it's isn't it beautiful? Okay. Oh my goodness. That is gorgeous, Caroline. Okay. It says, if friends were flowers, I'd pick you. And look, it has our names, Crystal and Caroline. And I'm sorry about the lighting. I will post, I'll do this in the haul video. I don't know if you guys can see that. That is awesome. I know. I love it. That is cool. Okay, so now what do I do with these? Are we getting married? I'm so confused, but I love it all, Caroline. Thank you. And I love the best witches. I love that. That's like that's how I know like yes. And yes. This is like I mean, I love that. All right, so why do I have Oh no, I hope I didn't open up someone's. Well, the packaging's gone, so all of. Well, now I feel bad because the packaging's gone. I mean, I thought these were from Caroline, so I chucked the. The lighting is so bad in here. I am so sorry. All right, so I don't know, like a flower girl. All right, I don't know, maybe Fancy's. Well, I don't know. Okay, okay. So evidently, I've got. I was wondering why you sent me these. I was like, what? Okay, now it makes sense. All right, I was so confused, but I have two of them. Because that's what I need hanging around my neck right now, right? Are two, wedding baskets. I can't, you guys. I'm gonna go nuts. I love it, Caroline. I absolutely love it. Thank you so, so very much. I so needed this. Like a little pick me up. Honestly. All right. So I think I absolutely love this. And I'm glad that we're so comfortable that you knew I would love it. You know, like you were like, I know she'd like it. I know she's gonna love it. You know, I think that's awesome. Hi, Susan. You know, what is Mark saying? I'm always having to Mark. Why do I say the funny stuff when I'm busy yammering on? Let's see. All of us better be. I know, right? Trust me, if Caroline and I were doing a wedding, this would not be like part of our wedding. Okay? We'd have like a different, that would be, no, totally different look. Totally different look, okay? That would not be part of our wedding. Let's see. I absolutely love this, Caroline. So, so much. Um, like, what do you got? You guys, my hair looks crazy. I look crazy. I don't even know. I put you guys on something that's like taped over and over and it's heavy, which means I must really like it. I don't even know what you guys are standing on. All right. So I'm going to throw away the box it came in. Let's see. Oh, even better. Thank you, Caroline. It's so thoughtful. I mean, honestly, you really, I mean, I needed to be cheered up. Like, I absolutely love it. That is so cool. Um, so yeah, we're finally in the Queen's quarters because this is like one part of the house where we never come in. Um, and I absolutely love what you gave me, Caroline. I mean, it's it's really rare where you find like such a good friend on YouTube. um, and so it's absolutely amazing, and she has been with me like just through all the trials and tribulations of of the year and so forth. And I never, I mean, if you would have asked me in my wildest dreams, like, do you think you would find your best friend on YouTube? I would have been like, hell no, right? um, you know, that would have been like, how to the no, 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 never, not no, okay. Um, but yeah, I don't, and I wasn't looking, you know, for a best friend. um, and just, people come into your life in the most random ways at the most random times, and you just never know what impact they're gonna have, and so forth. I mean, I have told Caroline things that like I've never told anyone, well, except for my husband. But that's, you know what I mean. Like that's the type of friendship that we have, and it's it's awesome. It truly, truly is. So I just feel, I mean, I feel blessed in a lot of ways, and she's definitely, she came at a moment where I really needed a true friend, and so forth. So, yeah, thank you. You know, and I love the fact that like we get each other's humor because it's awesome. You know, it really, really is awesome. Yeah, and you know, and the best thing too is like the whole community has seen it flourish on camera for themselves. You know, how it, you know, just started from the very beginning and then just how we, you know, became closer. And I mean, you guys have witnessed the evolution, you know, how our friendship has evolved and so forth. And you guys have had a front row seat and so forth. And you can just tell by the way we interact, you know, and so forth in the lives. And I mean, we had a great time doing the Palentine's Live. You guys like were so much fun, and you know, like the participation was amazing. Um, really could, you know, really could not have asked for a better Palentine's um, Live than the one we had. And one thing I've always have said is I prefer quality over quantity. Um, you know, I want to be able to feel comfortable coming live, you know, and just being real. Like today, you know, we're doing chores, but I can still like talk to you guys. We can still have fun. And that's why, you know, like it's always been for me the quality of people that you surround yourself rather than like the quantity. And that also goes for the YouTube channel, you know. I mean, I could be, you know, this like bubbly, you know, person and, you know, smile all the time and be like, oh my gosh, you know, this is just the best. This is viral. You know, I mean, I could be, you know, come on camera with like a whole different voice. And I probably would have 100,000 subscribers if I did that. You know, with a fake voice and, you know, pretending that everything is, you know, viral and 90% off and, you know, and totally being a phony. But I won't. And I never have. And that's just, you know, I mean, think about it. If you guys logged on and all of a sudden I had some high pitched voice, you guys would be like, what's wrong with your voice? You know what I mean? I mean, you know, if I was like, let me see, let me try and do it. I don't know if I can do it. Hi, friends. Today we're at Marshall's and everything is just so great. Oh my gosh. I can't wait to get into this video. Oh my gosh, look. Oh, wow. You guys would be like, who is that? Instead, I'm like, why are we playing? We're going out of business here at Marshall's. You know what I mean? Like, seriously, right? You know, I mean, you guys would be like wondering who took Crystal. Like, is this like Invasion of the Body Snatchers? You know what I mean? You know, or if I rolled up to McDonald's, it was like, we're gonna sit here and I'm gonna eat a Big Mac dinner. You guys would be like, huh? You know? I mean, that's, you guys would be like, who is this? You know? And no, Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so very, very much. Um, yeah, and so, and I feel like that's how a lot of people get subscribers, right, by not being themselves. And I don't ever want to come on this channel and, oh my God, that hurt my voice speaking like that. Um, you know, this is my voice. And Kelly and Caroline and Kimberly and Raquel, they will tell you because they have spoken to me on the phone that this is my voice. It does not change at all. Like, there is, this is it. This is it. On camera, off camera, on the phone. There is no on camera voice. So see, Raquel knows it's her voice, you know, and yeah, it's there's no way I could change it. Like, honestly, like, it hurts to try and hit like those high notes, So I could never be that. And you know what? And honestly, like, I think it's great, that so many women, like, have a high voice, and that's their normal voice. And especially down here, like in Oklahoma, I mean, they have some women have like the sweetest voices you've ever heard. It's like, they have lovely voices. Um, and so forth. And I mean, one of the reasons why I love living in Oklahoma is because I'd say 90% of the people are just so much nicer. And, they say hi, they say, how are you? They smile. A lot of smiling goes on around here. I mean, you smile. Like, when you say excuse me or you pass someone, you smile. And it's just, it's nice. And it definitely took some getting used to at first. Because, I mean, even like, you know, the cashiers and stuff, like, they talk to you, like, is it hot outside, or is it, like, I mean, it's so different. And so it just kind of, it's nice when people talk to you and so forth. And like I said, coming from California, you're like, what do you want? Like, do you want money? Are you trying to rob me? Is that why you're saying hi? And like, I've gotten over that because now I understand that it's just even when you go like to QTs, they're so nice. It's a gas station with, just think of like AM PM but really fancy, like much nicer. And you know, they greet you, and it's like they're super nice. And, thank you, come back soon. And it's like, this is so bizarre. Um, they're driving. Yeah, I mean, you guys all know that this is seriously my voice. Um, no problem, Adam. Welcome. You've always been true to yourself and watch your channels. Yes, thank you. Thank you. Okay. So as someone that's, watched me from the 99 cent store, I mean, I was getting those dumb questions, are you, we all, you know, about my voice since the 99 cent store. So people that have been with me are like used to this type of stuff. And I don't think I've changed other than we moved, obviously. Um, and we've expanded our shopping excursions, and I also vlog. So that's different. And I'm getting super excited because we're going to be getting into spring, which means opening up the pool. So, I mean, I found the viral My Texas House planter in the garden section at Walmart, and so I made sure to show it to you guys. There's like only three left, one large one and two small ones. Those things are selling out like hotcakes. Um, and so forth. And I'm sure we'll see like some backdrops of pools, you know, very shortly. Let's see. I know pool time is going to be fun. I mean, I am like, I've never in my life have been like circling the garden section, but we're definitely going to hit like Lowe's and Home Depot and Home Goods. I mean, we're going to be, on the hunt. As much as I was looking at my flower beds today, and I'm already like thinking, okay, let's just get the house painted, and then we'll start dealing with, landscaping. But yeah, I mean, Kelly has a pool too. She's showed it on her community post. Um, so all three of us will be, looking at Costco, Sam's Club. They're gonna have their pool stuff out. Yes, flowers. Oh yeah, a blowfish. Um, yeah, the traffic in Boston is crazy. Yeah, there was like a blowfish in your in your kitchen. And then there's like someone else like grifting in another one. Really bizarre. Um You know what, Callie? I've heard the same I've had that same experience. I've had that same experience. Wow. I totally hear you on that one. Totally different voice, I mean, that has to hurt though. Like I couldn't imagine that. I couldn't imagine it. Um, it's true. Totally different voice. 100% true. Oh, you know what? I totally forgot to go to Aldi. Womp womp. Sorry, Kelly. No, I mean, I knew they were okay. Go ahead and check out Kelly's video because I did not make it out to Aldi for the St. Patrick's Day drop. I I was going to, and then I was like, I don't know. I just wasn't feeling it. I was like, St. Patrick's can drop without me being there, and I'm probably gonna. I mean, I'm gonna wait for their Easter to drop. I'm okay because I mean I'm not gonna be able to decorate anyways, and so forth. And so I was like, I mean I have an Aldi up the road, but I'm good. So check out Kelly's Aldi. Where's everyone from? I'm I'm from Oklahoma. Hi, Allison. So, I doubt that, Mark. I don't think so. I highly doubt that. Well, apparently I sound like a man. Um, I'm sure you have a wonderful voice. Hi, Allison. But I mean, I'm excited for pool season. I really, really am. It's gonna be a lot of fun. You're not, Kimberly. You really, really aren't. Hi. You know what I think's funny is, like I said, I'm gonna be showing, like, usually I showed, really went like into the patio and like the outdoor and pool stuff. I didn't really do that because I didn't have um a yard and a pool. But now that I do, I'm very into it, along like with the plants and all of that stuff. And what's gonna be funny is, well, it's not funny, it's sad. Um, because like I said, Caroline, Kelly, and I, we do have yards and pools, and we know a lot of you guys have yards, and a lot of you guys, it's just gonna be funny. Because it's like, just be careful, Kelly. The garden area can be a dangerous place. And I mean, thank goodness, like, just be careful, Kelly, okay? You know, a lot of dangerous tools in the garden section. Thank you so much, Bernadette. So I'm gonna be worried. Hi, Marsha. I'm gonna be worried about you, Kelly, walking through those garden sections. But we are gonna have fun. And I'm really excited, like, to look at plants and see which ones, can go into our landscaping. I know. Um, Seriously, can you imagine? Uh, yeah. I mean, I'm excited to look at the plants. I want to see like which ones will look pretty. I want to do. I mean, there's so much I want to do. And then remember, I have the peach tree. So like, I want to see like, well, what can grow around the peach tree. I mean, there's like a lot of like little things. I mean, it's not going to be all done at once because we have a nice size backyard, and then of course the front yard we need to deal with as well. You could always put a fake pool in the backdrop of your videos. I was thinking about putting a fake pool in your kitchen. That's what I was like, and then like I'm just like lounging and cooking, well, barbecuing, but in your kitchen in a pool. So if you guys see that, it means we're cutting it up over here and we're barbecuing. Actually, we're going to go. No, we're going to California. Okay, and oh my gosh, I hope she's okay. I miss your old house with the halls in the mirrors. Yeah, the halls where, okay, the halls, okay, the halls were crazy. Oh, I know. Like, the halls were crazy. I mean, I do have a haul for you guys, and I have to film it before this weekend because this weekend everything's getting packed. I know, right? I know, like the old hall. I know. I mean, we're gonna get back to basics, and as soon as we get the house painted and so forth, and I'm gonna, like I said, we're gonna be going to California, and then I have to come back and decorate for Easter. And I really thought that I was gonna have like a head start decorating for Easter, and of course, that's not happening. You know, the condo days, old table, lol. I miss you. Get cooler things. Well, That's why the laundry room is, oh my God, Caroline. That was like, do you know, like I refused to open up that makeup kit because I loved it so much that that like went viral and like I refused to open it. Oh my gosh. Bigger and cooler. Yeah, that was crazy. I know. I mean, honestly, like I could not see us in the condo at this point, and everything. And we were there for a long time, and life changed, and it changed for the best, And I mean, yeah. Well, so I mean, it changed for the best, and also, thank you, Lisa. Thank you. I mean, it's taken. I just think you have to find your happiness, and if it means moving out of state, then so be it, right? And so we just had to do what was best for us. And honestly, we are, I mean, I'll have to show you a picture of like what I pass every single day when I pull out of our enclave. It's a huge, huge farmhouse. I mean, it's a mansion, okay? But they have like a big pond and barn. I mean, that's what I see. I see mallard ducks. I see horses. I mean, you know, put it to this way, there's only 4 million people in Oklahoma. That's it. So we have open skies, we have undeveloped land. It's it's awesome. I mean, of course we have like, where I live, which is a town, and then we're close to like we're like a suburb of, I don't know if we're a suburb of Tulsa, but I mean, it does not take but 5 minutes to start hitting those country roads. And you just, when it's like a beautiful day and the sun is shining and the blue sky and the white clouds are looking like cotton candy, and you just see farms, you just, it's a feeling that you just, like I'm literally getting goosebumps. Okay, it feels good. You feel free, like you feel free. Yeah. I don't think I've had a chance to miss California. We were there in November, and then we're going relatively soon. So, um, and then I mean I've been to Florida, so I mean we've been doing traveling. So yeah, I mean we're going back to California. So I really haven't had, and then also the weather here, seriously, I think our weather, I think right now we're warmer than California. Like I said, it was like 72, 73 today. And I can't wear chanclas because I got a broken toe from Broken Arrow. Um, so now, I mean, we've really had a beautiful, I mean, we've had a nice winter. we did have snow that one weekend. And that lasted for like a week and then it dissipated. So, you know, that was that wasn't anything. Yeah. See, like, okay, when we were in the master bedroom, the central air was kicking on. Are you? Oh my gosh, Caroline, it's that thing is still going on. Um, and then also, I've always wanted, as you guys know, I used to have like a weight issue, right? And maybe, I mean, if there's new people here, maybe you guys don't know, but I was like 236 pounds at one time. And, a lot of people said a lot of very rude things to me about my weight. And um, it was very hurtful. And especially when it was like coming from like people that, like your your cousin, you know, um, and so forth. And so, at that time, it really wasn't like there wasn't a word like fat shaming. That word did not exist, right? So people would just say, like whatever came into their heads about my weight, right? And let's see. So, so I became very self-conscious about my weight. And um and then it took me about 2 years, to get like to 186. And then um just it took time, right? Did not happen overnight. And so I am truly baffled by YouTubers that they themselves are extremely overweight on how you're going to fat shame me. Knowing, like, well, A, I'm not fat. So, let's just throw that out right there. Um, but, you shouldn't, if you live in a glass house, don't throw rocks. And you too clearly live in a glass house. Now, I have never come on and said anything about anyone's weight because I know how hurtful that is. I have experienced it. I started experiencing it when I was like, I want to say in seventh grade. I was made fun of. So it's absolutely mind-boggling that you're gonna get on and make inappropriate, rude comments about a weight problem that I don't have. Maybe if you ate more cottage cheese, you wouldn't have a weight problem. Because if you keep crying wolf, the wolf will come. And you can go ahead and I am not going to fat shame you. I because I'm not you. So yeah, I hope it gave you that little serotonin hit that you obviously needed. Because trust me, like you can call me fat all day long. I know it's not true. You know, it's like, but I'm not going, it's just the audacity. I would, I just, it blows my mind. Blows my mind. And I would never want to make someone feel bad about their weight, their height, their hair color, or anything like that. Because having been a recipient of that literally since seventh grade, and having been, I mean, it just, been told like really horrible things, even like as a teenager, I wouldn't want to inflict that publicly on anyone. But hey, you know, do you owe me an apology? Absolutely. Will I ever get it? No. I know what that means. Yep. Nah. Yeah. Oh, when I was like, when I got down to a size 14, I mean, I thought I was like, I mean, I remember every milestone because that's how long it took. I remember when I hit 199, I was just like so happy to be out of the 200s. I mean, I remember every little milestone. everything. And it felt, everything. I mean, back then there wasn't the term non-scale victory, but that's really a lot of what it was, and it was a very, very slow transformation. I mean, it wasn't like, look what I did in a year. And I think that's why I've been able to keep the weight off, is because I didn't, it was a very, very slow to get down. I fluctuate between like 145 to 152. I like a 7 pound, but it was a very, very slow process. And once I hit 199, it took a lot. It was a lot harder to do it. And also, there's nothing wrong with being plus size. I mean, nothing. And I was plus size for many years. I mean, many, many years. And I lived life, I enjoyed life. I went dancing, I shook a leg, I cut up a rug, I had boyfriends, I mean, I lived my life. Um, I was honestly, sodium was like the first thing I cut. I used to eat a lot of salt. Um, and I was doing fast food breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And I cut that. Like, I cut out a lot of fast food. If you're in California, El Pollo Loco is a great alternative for to have a good meal. Yeah, like my cousin fat shamed me. You, yeah, cutting out fast food. You know what? Everyone, like, trust me. I mean, sometimes, like, okay, if I weigh myself and I'm at 155, I know I need to, like, start, you know, eating right. Because I don't ever want to get past 155. That is, like, my absolute limit. Oh, those were my enemy. I was like, yeah, low rise jeans were not my friend. And I mean, yeah, these were not my friend. The low rise jeans at the time. Yeah, it was my cousin. I remember I bought like a puffer jacket, like those puffy jackets. You guys see me wear them all the time. Um, and this one just happened to be one that, like, was not long, but zipped up like around my waist, like around my hips. And ironically enough, we were meeting for dinner. And I was like about 199, 200. So I'd already lost like 35, 36 pounds, right? And um, I was wearing my jacket because it was winter. And it was my new jacket. And, you know, we're just going to like this Italian place that was really good. And she was like, what did she say? Something like, referring to my jacket and saying, okay, large Marge, meaning like I looked like, you know, huge in my puffer jacket. And, but I mean, at that time, I was so used to like being insulted for, like my weight. And that I just was like, what do you mean? and she's like basically said, well, that jacket makes you look bigger, and it was like, well, it's a jacket, like it's a puffer jacket, and I'm cold. So then we went into the restaurant, and it gets worse, by the way. I just like now that we're talking about it, I'm just like, oh my gosh, right? So we're sitting across from each other, and we're eating dinner, and I don't know. I said that I ordered like something. Yeah. So I think I was telling her like I ordered something from Victoria's Secret, and I ordered like a size large in this tank top or whatever. And she said something to the effect of like, you know, you're still pudgy. And it's kind of like when someone takes all the wind out of your sails, you know, it was very, I felt good because I was like finally able to order like a large, because you guys all know like I carry my weight and my hips and my butt and thighs. Well, when I was younger, I looked like I had a BBL, okay? Like seriously, guys really were like they loved my butt. Okay, I looked like I had a BBL. I had a big booty. Okay, okay. So I was just like excited that like I was able to start fitting into like a size large on top. And she's like, "You're still pudgy. You still need to lose more weight." I mean, this is like in the restaurant, and it's just like which is ironic because now I am like tiny compared to her. It's like, how's that for life? You know what I mean? She's like, outweighs me by a lot, and, it's like, you never know what's going to happen in the future. And so it's just funny because it's like, you know, reverse Uno, right? so, um, so yeah, like after going through all of that and stuff, I mean, I would never use someone's weight against them, and I just think it's very disrespectful. And I'm sure a lot of you can relate to people saying, things that have affected you. And it seems like, you know, like today, people, not today, but I mean, in today's world, people just don't really care about like the stuff they say. I mean, you guys, some of the comments we get are just they're atrocious. They're absolutely atrocious. And I don't even bother to like address them anymore. Yeah, it is raw because I'm not going. Okay, like I'm not going to, I mean, if I was overweight, I'm not going to get on camera and make fun of two other YouTubers who are overweight. Like, or anyone, even if they weren't, or in my case, let's say, I was 300 pounds and, the person I was streaming with was 300 pounds. I'm not going to make fun of a YouTuber and call them fat when they're not fat. It's like, what do you get from that? You know it's not true. I know it's not true. Like, come on, Like, why are you, why are you fat shaming people? Since like, when is that okay? It's not. Regardless, I mean, even if I'm not fat, like, you should not be commenting on my weight, period. Because I'm not going to comment on your weight. I never have. I'm trying to make a point because I know you're watching. But I know it goes. It is. True. I think that's. There you go, Kimberly. Be healthy, be happy. And like I said, I don't think anyone needs to be shamed for anything. But I think after years and years of letting it slide, there comes a time when, as a person, you do have to say, like, point out the obvious and be like, maybe because I've let you run your mouths for like the past 2 years you know, and I've been pretty quiet about it, but you have this false sense of security that like it's just like I'm gonna let it continue, and I'm not. And I mean, there's a lot of stuff I could say, but the reason why I'm talking about the weight thing is because I think you don't understand that you're offending people in your own life when you do that. And that is what really just irritates me because you don't know who's watching, you don't know who's listening, and you don't know who may be struggling with their own issues. And that's not cool. And if you care about your community like you claim to, you would understand that you need to think about everyone that is listening quietly on their TVs or on their iPads, and you don't know what effect you're having on them by trying to fat shame me, and what maybe how you're making someone feel. And that's something that I don't want in our community. I want everyone, to grab their snacky snacks. I want everyone to have a good time. So you're more than welcome to come on over here. And we like we like to eat. We actually bake. I have an apron. And we have a good time. But I am going to stick up for myself. Hi, Brandy. I agree. I mean, when you let people crisscross all over you, I mean, they're way too confident. And it's like, I mean, I don't, and and honestly, I don't want to, I don't want to, I'm not going to say the stuff that they've said about me, about them, because it's just like, they have a mirror. I don't need to say anything. Um, I just I mean, like I said, you never know who you're affecting, and so whoever's out, whoever's out there, please understand that everyone is welcome here. Just be kind to the moderators, be kind to everyone in the chat, and we'll all have a good time. And that's really where I want to just keep the channel and so forth. But at the same time, there are times when, because they are always watching, spying, um, and they've said horrible things about Kelly, they have said horrible things about Caroline, and we we're tired. It's like we have a voice, and at times, sometimes you have to stick up for yourself. And I I'm not sure what the issues with Caroline. I mean, I know what it is with Caroline and Kelly. It's because they're my friends and they're my moderators. And I mean, like I said, I've met Kelly, and of course, you guys have seen I met Caroline, and so forth. I mean, I know my moderators. I've spoken to Kimberly. I've spoken to Raquel. Kayla and I have, and we have messaged. I mean, I know my moderators. I made like Marsha's a moderator. I mean, there's a sense of trust, and it hurts me because I know that all my moderators are really good people, and you guys see that. You guys see that on their channel. You guys, I mean, Caroline does wonderful crafting. Kelly does. She has a green thumb. She has a cooking thumb. You know, she can. She sniffs out deals, and we all bring something to the table, and that's what I love. And everyone in the chat brings something to the table. Mark brings humor when we need it, and we love it. And Raquel always has great. I mean, everyone's got great advice. All of you guys have great advice, and this is This is why I feel like I can't open up to you guys and so forth. Yeah, Caroline does amazing stuff, you know? I mean, she actually crafts. Who'd have thunk it? You know, crafting channel that crafts. You know, I mean, there's a lot of them. Caroline has a great community of crafters, like separate friends than me, you know, and she's got a community that they craft, and they do an excellent job of crafting. Um, like I said, you know, Callie shows cooking in her kitchen, her, you know, her kitchen, um, and she'll start showing her gardening when the time comes. Now, I'm gonna try to have a green thumb. We'll see how that works. Um, I also do kitchen, you know, cooking in my kitchen. I try and bake and cook in my kitchen. Um, and like I said, you know, I mean, I decorate, I have an apron, you know. We all try and do our best, and you guys give us great ideas, which we love. And you guys help me with Crystal's crazy cooking show, which is always a fiasco, but you know, we do our best. We do our best, okay? We still have not mastered cookies, okay? We will. And I want to make that Peeps cake from Walmart. You guys, we're gonna make a Peeps cake. We are making a Peeps cake. Oh yes, we are gonna make a Peeps cake. We're making a Peeps cake. Um, and before we skedaddle, which is a week from today, we have to make the lasagna because we're gonna have to clean out the fridge. You know, um, yes, we're gonna be making lasagna. Absolutely. Hello. Absolutely. Yeah, I mean, I have Kelly's recipe book. It's in my cabinet. She gave it to me when we met up. So I have it. And that's what I'm saying is like, you know, next week, which is really bizarre to think, like, we'll be next, okay, not this weekend, but next Sunday, we'll be baking in a totally different kitchen. That is so weird, you guys. Oh my gosh, it's so bizarre. It's like I like my kitchen. Like I don't I don't want to leave my kitchen. I don't want to leave my house. I want to, you know, like I don't want to leave my kitchen. You know, I like my house. I don't leave my house. But I want the walls painted. So if I want the whole house painted, we have to leave. And it just like I miss my kitchen. I really am. You know, I was outside by the pool. Right now it's covered. But I was like, you can just see Oklahoma starting to change. Like the grass is getting little green patches and it's getting exciting. You know, you can kind of see you know, things are starting to kind of, you know, get out of that winter feel. And I mean, Oklahoma's gorgeous during the summer. The weather's crazy, but my goodness, it is green. It is green, and it's, everyone's now. I know why everyone's so into like their yards and so forth, because it's like you start getting that spring fever feeling, and it's exciting. Yeah, so it's I'm excited. I'm looking around. I'm like, ooh, we're starting to see some green coming through the grass, and it's like everything's gonna start blooming and coming alive, and it's gonna be fun. And I don't think I've ever been like so excited for just little things, as far as like spring coming and so forth. And I don't know, I think life changes, and we didn't never I mean like we never knew we were going to end up out here, but we did. And I'm really it was the best thing. I seriously, I as much as I love California, and I couldn't imagine still being in the condo. I really couldn't. I mean, this is our home, and it's not for everyone. And even if, like, I mean, I think even if we did, like, let's say, like we won the lottery, um, I don't, we wouldn't move back. We would just buy more land out here and build. Yeah. So that's how you know you're home. As odd of a place as, I mean, that's how you know you're home. And it's like, like I said, everyone, whether you transplant out of your original state for whatever reasons, business, love, um, more, you know, more house for your money, whatever. Um, just make sure it's the right place for you, and that you can see yourself truly living there. Because, going from 4 million people in the whole entire state, from California, okay, is like, it's a totally different, it's completely different. Like I said, Dallas, Texas has more people in it than we do in this entire state. So you just have to pick the right state, or stay in California, which is great. I mean, my family loves California. They're never leaving, and I, I love that for them. I love that for them. What are you writing, Caroline? My hobby was. Ah! This is my crystal time. Good night, Cam. Good night. Yeah, and I mean, like I've said, I just want to thank you guys so much for, being on this journey with me. And many of you are so truly happy and for me, and for my husband as well. And I love that, and I just, I couldn't be more grateful, because it truly is nice to know that people are sincerely, genuinely happy. And, during the lives, I'm really able to kind of share what's, like what's going on, and so forth in real life, and talk to you guys and so forth. And I love it, and which is why I go live twice a week. And you guys know that we've been going live Sunday at 4 p.m. Pacific time for like I think going on our second year now. So I missed last Sunday because I wasn't feeling well and we had just gotten back from our Valentine's Day trip. But I will be going live this Sunday, and then of course I try and come on Wednesday and do a live. If I don't come Wednesday, I'll come on Thursday and so forth. And we're just gonna keep on. And you know what? Living the best. I think living your best life is everyone should live their best life, and you know that would be nice. Whatever it may be, wherever you decide, like whatever you decide, live your best life. Be happy. Time goes by fast, and we don't have a whole lot of time here. And I know that I want to enjoy my family, my friends, my husband, Fancy, because right now I have everything that I could possibly want. I have my mom, I have my dad, I have my family, I have my husband, I have Fancy, I have an amazing community, I have friends, and I want to embrace it. And I have my home finally, and I want to embrace it all and I want to enjoy it because it's right now, and we never know what's going to happen from day to day. And I really, really want to enjoy my parents because I'm very blessed that I'm able to call them, and life is good. And I want you guys all to be happy. So, alright, you guys, I need to eat dinner, and gotta finish packing up that one bedroom, and then I'll be vlogging and showing you guys what's going on behind the scenes, and we'll do a walkthrough, and then hopefully not too long in the future we will be back and I'll show you guys what the house looks like. We're still gonna be here for another week, so I'll be in not a backdrop, but my own kitchen for Sunday's baking. I don't know what we're gonna bake, but we'll bake something and we'll have a good time. But in the meantime and in between time, check out Walmart. A ton of great content on the channel, and let's have fun. And thank you for everything. Truly, truly, truly thank you. Let's thank the mods and thank yourselves. We've been on for 2 hours. Thank yourselves. Thank you. Thank you. It means the world to me when I get messages that, like, how many people really enjoy these lives. And I love the fact that I don't have to pretend, like I can just, I'm just me. And I don't have to use like clickbait or, I mean, half the time you guys don't even know what you're gonna find me doing when I go live, you know? So, and I love that. I mean, look at it. Literally, I mean, we got nothing done. We were supposed to go back into the master bedroom, but I'm almost done, so I give myself some credit. I've been sitting on the floor of the Queen's quarters talking to you guys for like an hour and 15 minutes at least. So that says a lot about our community and how much fun we can have, because I can just sit on the floor and talk to you guys. I don't have to. We just have fun. All right, you guys. I am exhausted. I did not sleep well last night. I'm hungry, and I have these moving guys that are going to be here at noon, and I'm going to get up early tomorrow and finish off the master bedroom. Thank you so much. I'll see you guys all tomorrow with some type of crazy video. Who knows what it'll be, but I will have a shopping video for y'all. Thank you. Thank you, everyone, so very, very much. I will. I've got, me and Fancy have crimes to solve, you guys. We've got cold cases to solve. They're depending on us. So I'm going to go solve some mysteries. Bye, everyone.